Alright guys, doing a little barbecue video. Started a little late, but all we do here is get a little of your charcoal briquettes right here. I like to get mine either infused with the mesquite or infused with the hickory. All they had at the store was the hickory, so went ahead and grabbed that bag. I got mesquite here. I'm gonna make some chicken, and what I like to do is throw in a nice couple pieces of wood, as you can see. Cut it up, make some pieces of wood, give it a little more smoky flavor. Thank you, ice cream man. Passing by. So I'm just gonna make some chicken and some thin beef skirt steaks that I left marinating. I throw on a little bit of lighter fluid. A lot of people don't like using lighter fluid. I don't mind it. So I just let it soak in a little bit, throw some on there. Just about like that. Let it sit for about 10-15 minutes so it soaks in. And then I'm going to come back, rotate everything around. That way I can throw in a little bit more. And then let it sit for another 10 minutes so it can soak. And then I'm gonna turn the fire on. Alright, back, switched it around, rotated it. I'm gonna add a little bit more lighter fluid, just like this. And that should be good. So I'm gonna let it sit for about another 10 minutes so it can soak in. I chose a barbecue today because I live in Arizona and it is not 110 degrees outside today. It's actually really nice. Cloudy. I want to say it's in the 80s, cloudy, breezy. But it's nice right now. So I'll be back and then I'm going to turn the pit on fire. I'm going to show you guys how to wipe the coals over. Don't be closing the pit and opening and closing, opening and closing. It just messes with your setup. So I'll be right back. Alright, time for the fire. There you go. Yeah, look at that. Catch on. You can see I got them all set up right here. I have this part blocked off. It's homemade ventilation. That's when I decide to smoke brisket. I throw my logs in here, briquettes, logs, stuff like that, and it would smoke the whole thing. It wasn't getting even heat. There's a little vent right there that goes through that distributes the heat. So what I did is I blocked all this off, about a good 7 inches worth. I blocked it off so the heat transfers to where the brisket sits on this side, but that's a different story. Just showing y'all a little bit of some of why I have my wood and charcoal in a certain section right here. So fire's going. I'm gonna let that go for about 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna let them white over a little bit. I'm gonna put these back just like this. Let that heat burn this up so I can get down to cleaning it like this when it's nice and hot. And when it whites up a little bit, I'll come back, show y'all, and rub some onion on it. So when I throw my meat on, it's got some nice onion taste to it. I'll be back. Alright, y'all. See how they're whitening over? Pretty good. Clean my pit up a little bit. Like that is. That's good. So now the flame ain't so high, you ain't gonna burn your hand. Got the onion. It's a bit of a cleaner, and at the same time a seasoner. Just grated across. Get that on there. Nicely grated across. I'm gonna leave that for a little bit while I go get the chicken. The steak cooks pretty fast, so I want to put the chicken on here first. Let that get going. I'm gonna get the chicken. I'm gonna leave this. When I bring back the chicken, I'm gonna throw them on there.
And your hot dogs are ready.
Had my chicken seasoning overnight. Ran out of foil and saran wrap, so I grabbed a plate, put it over, put 2 bags on it, and there it is. Seasoned with seasonal, onion powder, pepper, actual pieces of onion, cilantro. Sometimes I throw in 2 of these. I squeeze it before I put all the seasoning on top. That way it kind of creates a surface that the seasoning can stick onto. So I'll either do 2 of these, squirt it all over, mix it around, or I'll put in a whole orange, squeeze a whole orange over it. This time I put in a whole orange, and then I put layers of the onion, put layers of a little bit of cilantro, and I put a little bit of onion on the inside under the skin. So if people don't like that skin, they take off the skin, all they're gonna taste is the chicken. The inside of the chicken is gonna have some of that seasoning. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this outside, and we are gonna throw this on the pit. Man, don't tell me that don't look good. You know that looks good. Watch out, bro, watch out. Tell me this don't look smacking. Look at that, man. That looks good. Man. Okay. Now, as you can see, they are pretty whited over. That's what you want. You want that whited over. The wood down there creates that nice smoke. It keeps it burning throughout the whole time. I like to put the pieces of wood, briquettes, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw these on top. Just like this. I got 9 pieces. As you can see, they're filling up pretty much where I put my wood and my charcoal. Oh, I got 8 pieces. I thought I had 9. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Leave that there, and my neighbor goes back inside here. Okay, so that was my neighbor, my wife's sister. But okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this. I'm gonna make sure that the fire turns out and the heat just turns itself up to should be about 275, 300. I like to keep it around 300. I want my vent open just a little bit. Pretty windy today, so I don't want to open too much. I don't want a lot of wind getting in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that, let the smoke turn off. I'm gonna come back and check in about 5-10 minutes, make sure everything's going good. And then after that, do not open the pit. And I'm telling you, maybe you want to check it, you know, every 15-20 minutes or so. Usually I don't come back for about another 40-45 minutes. I've been doing this for a while and I pretty much know how it works. So after about 40-45 minutes, I come back and check it, and the bottom is turning pretty good brown. I either leave it or I flip it to the other side that needs browning. But I'll be back and I'll show you guys what I mean. Alright, been about 35, maybe 40 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these over, see what they look like. It's alright. That one got the worst of it, or best of it. I could leave them flip, or I don't have to flip them yet. They don't necessarily look like they should be flipped right now. I'm gonna go ahead and flip them anyways. Let them cook on the other side. Here, tell you what, bud, let's trade spots. You can go in the back. So you're bigger. You can go right there. I went ahead and flipped them over. I'm gonna leave those for about 30 minutes as well. 35 minutes, I'll come back and check on them. Show you what they look like. Ooh, when this gets up to temp, I'll show you that too. Stays at about 250, 275. And I'll be back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. They're inside. Oh yeah, baby, I like it like that. Oh, that looks smacking. Hey, Steven, come here, come check this out. Tell me what this looks like. Tell me what this smells like, brother. Look at that. Oh my god. Tell me that don't smell good. It does smell good. Oh my god. My mouth is watering. Jesus Christ. And since these are almost done, about another shoot. Yeah, 30-40 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in my meat. Meat cooked pretty fast. This side's not too hot, so I'm gonna get it pretty warmed up over here and let it start cooking like that. Marinated meat. Throw a couple pieces over here, like so. There you go. Sorry about that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Make some tacos out of those. Just want them to get warm. I'll start taking out the chicken, I'll scoot them over. Like that. I just throw that one on top. Whatever, right? Oh, had the pit open too long. Fire starting to go. Alright guys, so I'm gonna close this back up, turn this fire out. And I'll be back. Alright guys, open up the pit. As you can see, chicken is nice and brown. Been on there about 2 hours. Threw my meat in here about 45 minutes ago. I put it on this side because it's not too hot, just so it can get going. And as you can see, they're probably going to come out about the same time. Ooh, chicken feather. See what they look like on both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out. That one looks good. That's good right there. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna let that one run a little bit more. This one looks about ready. Yeah, look at that. That's ready right there. I'm gonna throw it on this side for a little bit. This big bad boy. Woo! Man, my mouth is watering. I tell you what. That looks good. I'm gonna let it run for about another 10 minutes. Take them out. Oh, that's good. I cut this one open a little earlier. Look at that. Perfect. Oh God, I bit my finger. Oh my God, that's so good. God, that's smacking. And here is the aftermath. Look at that beauty. Oh my God. Some of them don't like it with barbecue, some like it with barbecue. That's plain, no sauce on it. I like mine with barbecue sauce. As you can see, I put some sauce on it. And now let's get into the chicken. See, that's good. That's good right there. The chicken. The chicken. Chicken. Bomb. So I'm just gonna cut one open.
I washed my hands with a lot of soap. Yeah, look at it. Look at it. Look at that. Beauty.
Ooh, cut my finger so that kind of burns. How nice that is.
Did you cut your finger?
Yeah, somewhere.
Let me see.
Look at
Let me
that.
see every time.
Here's the little pieces of onions. You cannot taste those. I like doing that so the flavor could sink into the actual meat instead of just seasoning the skin. Some people don't like the skin. Pull that off. You still got some seasoning on there from the onion. I like mine with sauce, so I put sauce on that. Look at that.
Very what?
Ooh, boy. So we're about to eat that in a little bit. I'll turn it on so you can watch some lip smacking action. Be right back.
If you know, this is very good. It's very good, guys.
Oh, geez. Ooh. That's so good. Oh, so cringy. Oh my God.
I see it showing what's going on, I think. No, it's just like little pictures. Look. At the very top,
Babe, I gotta sell this.
where the numbers are at,
Someday. I gotta sell this.
it's changing.
It's not gonna cook. Cook tortillas on the grill.
Wow.
Oh, whatever they are. You wanna taste it?
Look at that.
Nobody wants to try this. You wanna try more? Tell me what it tastes like.
Feels like a tortilla.
Listen to her. She said too. That's good.
It's good.
Roofie. That's so good. If I could explain to you
Whatever.
guys what this
I
tastes
call
like.
Miller, you call him Rufy, you call him
It's
whatever.
just so full of flavor.
Man, that sounded good.
Mm-hmm.
That sounded good.
That crunch.
Pickle pigs.
The dragon fruit is really not that
I
fun.
got like a hint of smokiness to it.